Hi, I'm Eamon and welcome to my knitting realm. So you can probably tell what this video is about based on the title, but I'm so happy because I'm going to be visiting Portland, Oregon later this week with my sister. We've just planned a little sister trip, see the city, see some old friends, hike, that sort of thing. But as soon as we started planning this trip, my mind immediately went to yarn stores. There's something so fun about going to yarn stores in new cities. They often have yarns that, your local yarn store doesn't have. And I have heard of the Portland yarn stores quite a few times in knitting circles, so I'm actually quite excited about this. I actually grew up in Portland, Oregon, and I moved to Dallas, where I am now, in late 2017. So even though I grew up there, I haven't been to any of the knitting stores because I didn't start knitting until more recently, around 2018, I think. I don't know the exact time, but yes. So I immediately started thinking about yarn stores, and there are 5 specific yarn stores that I am very excited to see. My only limitation here was that they had to be within the Portland city limit, and the reason is that we don't have a car while we're visiting there. Eventually we do plan to get a car and head up the coast, but the few days we're in Portland, no car. So I'm going to be walking and using public transit, so I didn't want anything too far. I know there's a yarn store in Forest Grove and Beaverton, probably Hillsborough and further out areas, but yeah, I don't want to do that. So the ones I want to go to are easily accessible for me where I'm staying. First up is Ritual Dyes. This is a yarn store and dye studio in Southeast Portland. So they have their own yarn, which I'm very excited to see. We also have Unraveled, Close Knit, Starlight Knitting Society, which seems super cool, and Weird Sisters. And Weird Sisters is a bookstore and yarn store, which just sounds amazing. So these are the 5, and then honorary mention, or will attempt to go to, also is Scrap. Scrap is a creative reuse store. So growing up, I did go to Scrap a few times. They're just a very cool store. It's a non-profit in Portland. They just have a lot of different things: yarn, notions, craft supplies, sewing supplies, just all kinds of things for really low prices, so that, trying to create an environment of reusability. So those are the stores I really want to go to. Obviously, when you're traveling, I don't know for sure if I'll be able to go to all of them, so I'm just gonna sort of go with the flow. Hopefully I get to go to most of them. I follow them on social media as well, and I've totally stalked their sites to see what yarns they carry, and there's a few specifically that I am excited about. So for example, Iztec Let Lopi is one that isn't in my local yarn stores, but I really want to check it out because I'm hoping to grab some for thicker winter socks. Ozetta has a few sock patterns using Let Lopi, so want to check that out. I probably won't buy Plötulopi, but I would like to touch that as well. So that's unspun Icelandic wool. So all of these yarns that I hear about all the time, or that I see designers use again and again, but I haven't seen yet, I am excited to see those. I know Chelsea from the True Lane YouTube channel also did a Portland Yarn Stores vlog. I'll link that below. That just made me even more excited to go see them, and I also took note of some of the yarns she really liked, like Cumulus by Fiberspates, and I really enjoy her podcast, so I'll link that below, her channel below. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm so ready. Let's go to Portland. Hi, so today is day 2 in Portland. We landed yesterday and we just met some friends and that sort of thing. So today is all of the yarn shopping. I have a few exciting plans. I am going to go to basically all the stores, perhaps not Scraps, it depends if I have time. But I know I said I wouldn't have a car, but I got a car. So I'm gonna hit all of them. I'm so excited. I'm gonna start with probably whatever is closest to me, which I'm not sure yet. First I'm gonna grab a coffee, and then I'm gonna go on a bike ride with my sister, and then I will take you along with me. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so I just left Ritual Dyes and I got some stuff. I got this Delana wool yarn in this gorgeous neutral color for a cardigan. That's in my knitting goals video. I mentioned the CP03 by Minami Knit Design. So they had this gorgeous yarn. I got it. They also had some other very beautiful yarns, but I got a cardigans quantity. So good here. And then I also got, I couldn't leave without getting something by Ritual Dyes. Like they dye their own yarn. You have to get something from there. I got this gorgeous sock yarn in this purple, and it has like shades of purple. I actually have a friend who is going to Latvia, and we made a deal where we're gonna get each other a skein of yarn in exchange, which I'm really looking forward to. So I got this for her because she really enjoys making socks as well. So I think this is a color she would like, but I'm gonna still keep an eye out for her. If I find something that I think she would like more, I'll get that. But I think she's really gonna like this. So this is the one I currently have for her. That was Ritual Dyes. I'm now at Starlight Knitting Society. It's right behind me, so I'm gonna hop in there and yeah, see what I can find. Okay, so I just got back from Starlight Knitting Society and I got a whole bag. It's over here. It's gonna cover me. I'm trying to figure out a situation where I can park this guy. Hallelujah. I think the camera's sitting. Okay. Coffee acquired. It's quite rainy and cold here, so yeah, I got a matcha latte. I'm good. I've done Ritual Dyes and Starlight Knitting Society, and I got quite a lot from Ritual Dyes and I got quite a lot from Starlight Knitting Society. So at this rate, if I keep going to all the planned knitting stores, I'm not sure how I'm going to get my luggage back to Dallas. But anyways, that's beside the point. Yeah, so done with those two. Up next, I really want to go to Close Knit because they have Let Lopi and Plotalopi, and I really want to get there. But it's across town for me right now and it's traffic hour. So I don't really want to get stuck in 30-minute traffic. So first I'm going to go to Unraveled. They're the only store local in Portland that I know of that carries Knitting for Olive. So that's going to be cool. So I'm going to check that out. It's almost 5, and I think after 5 all the yarn stores kind of close anyways. So Unraveled up next, and then potentially Close Knit. Potentially, if I can figure that out. But yeah. In the meantime, got my coffee. It's not coffee, is it? But it's caffeine. Counts. My sister and I went biking this morning, and that took a lot of my energy. It was a 3-hour tour. It was amazing. I love bike tours. Any city I go to, I would love a bike tour. You get a really good sense of the city while also doing something outside, and it's just nice to get out and, you know, explore a city like that with a tour guide. But yeah, it is tiring. I'm done. I don't have the stamina for a 3-hour bike ride. Unraveled next. And then I will check in with y'all when I'm there. Okay, so I'm at Unraveled now. It's really funny because this is very close to where I used to work in Portland, in the Pearl District. It's walking distance from where I used to work, and it's odd because I never knew of it, or I was a knitter back then. So anyways, really excited. They have the Knitting for Olive. I'm gonna go check them out. Let's go. Hi, so I'm currently in Portland Gear. We're doing some like gift / hoodie shopping, but so last You guys saw me. I went to Unraveled and what's it called? Fiber Arts, and that was on Friday. So no, that was on Thursday. So it's now Sunday. This is my last day in Portland, and I'm gonna take you along to the last few stores. So the last few days we were doing a little bit of traveling the coast and a little bit more exploring, hiking, that sort of thing. And I'll put some of that footage in the end if I can, because it's so beautiful. But now it's Sunday. We're heading out tomorrow morning, like late Sunday night. I'm going to now go to Scrap, and then I hope to go to Close Knit next. So yeah. Okay, so we just came from Portland Gear. The camera's a bit shaky, we're driving. So we came from Portland Gear and I went to Scrap, which was right across the street. I didn't get any knitting supplies. They didn't have much yarn or knitting supplies. They did have a lot of knitting needles, but I don't need knitting needles right now. So yeah, it was a cool space. They had more sewing notions and needles and that kind of thing. Now we're heading to Close Knit. I want to see the Plötulopi and Lättlopi yarns, and yes, that's the plan. Okay, so I just came from Close Knit and I got some yarns. I'm really excited to swatch these because I got enough for the October sweater, and they didn't have exactly the shade I was looking for, but I found another beautiful shade and then I paired it with the mohair and I thought they looked great. But then in the sunlight, they look quite different. So I'm interested to see how these two swatch, and I can show you actually. Look at this bag of goodies. I got some additional yarn as well. By the way, sorry about the street noise as well. Okay, so I got the silk mohair. It's so beautiful. I don't know exactly what brand it is, but it's so stunning. I hope it's picking up the shade. And it's so soft. I can't believe how unbelievably soft this is. And I knew that whatever sweater I wanted, it had to work with this yarn. It just was too good. So I ended up getting this Isair Pavini, which is what Petite Knit recommends for the pattern. And this is in the shade, it's just a number, it's color 3S. Now, as you can see, these two are very different shades. Actually, in the camera, they look quite similar. This is more of a warm shade, I feel. It has like a soft, like taupey, warm undertone. Whereas this, I think, is more gray, heathered, and it has more of a gray undertone. So together, I'm hoping they are cohesive together. So yeah, that's the goal. And then I'm just doing a little haul. I'm literally in a cafe, so we're going with it. I also got this Earl Grey Fiber Company yarn that is so incredibly beautiful. This is for a Musselburgh hat that I want to make for myself. And the lady was like, I see you've got a tone going. So yeah, they are quite similar. Okay, so I think that is my Portland yarn store vlog. We're gonna head out late tonight, almost early tomorrow, so I'm not going to be doing any more vlogging probably from here on out. Lots of packing, that sort of thing. If you are watching, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As for the haul and more detail on the stores and what I felt and what I found and what I liked, I'm probably going to do a haul video right after this, so that'll be the following video, or I'll include it in the haul section of my next month's podcast. So either way, the next video after this vlog will will have all of this yarn and all the updates on all the stores I went to. Thank you, and I will see you next time.